Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting broadcast of Chabot Gladiator football right here on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Dominic Carriel, along with my partner, Jeremy Huratago, and we are live from the beautiful campus of Chabot College in Hayward, California, and we have a great matchup here this afternoon. It's the number one team in the state, the City College of San Francisco Rams, taking on the Chabot Gladiators. It's sophomore day here in Hayward, and it should be a good one for sure. Two offenses that really like to air it out, but the Rams are really good at running the football as well, and there's a star-studded quarterback. So after the anthem, we'll have a little bit more in our pregame and kickoff, more coming up. You are watching Chabot Gladiator football right here on NorCal Sports TV. Here we go. We're just about set and ready for football from Chabot College. Chabot did win the toss, and they decided to defer to the second half, so we will see the high-flying offense led by quarterback number 10, Dorian Hale, the sophomore out of De La Salle College. And, man, he is a unit, that's for sure. I mean, he runs the ball, passes the ball. He's good for 1,798 yards total through the air, 18 touchdowns, so just 5 interceptions. That's all good for second in the conference. But we can't forget He's the number 2 rusher in the conference as well for 521 yards and 10 touchdowns. So a strong dual threat quarterback.
No, absolutely. He is a dual threat athlete, and it's one of those things you got to really be careful for. If you're on the defensive end, he'll beat you with his legs, and he'll stop, and he'll throw it, he'll bootleg. And then when they get tired of that, they're just going to turn the ball hand off and run it with the third leading rusher in the conference.
Yep, so and that, of
lots
course.
Lots of weapons on that Rams offensive side of the football.
Yep, Tyree Washington, just as you said, out of St. Mary's High School, the 485 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns. He's the third leading rusher in the conference as well, and he is also back to return the kick. He's also there with one of the great wide receivers, Mahassan, as Mahassan will be the one to return this kick. We'll get to him in a second when the offense comes out. He's going to take the kick. He's going to try and bounce it to the right. He's going to try and switch the fields. It's going to be shut off, but breaks one tackle. He's going to go up the sideline, try a cutback move, and he's across the 35-yard line. So a good return and great field position for this offense.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be a chore for this Gladiator defense here right off the bat. See how they stack up against the Rams offense.
Rams offense coming in, averaging 45 points per game, 477 total yards per game, 280 through the air, 197 on the ground. So a really balanced offense as well. So our ball game will start with Rams ball on the 35, man in motion. It's going to be that little zone read action. The run up the middle is stuffed for maybe a gain of 1 and hit in the backfield. It was a great play there by number 41, Otuvaha.
Yeah, good start for the defense of Gladiators. And you kind of expect that on sophomore night. Everybody's going to be excited.
Right.
You get that emotion. Now, how long can you hold that emotion is the big key, because you can only do that for so long, unfortunately.
And, you're playing the number 1 team in the state, too. So the longer you hang in the game, the more you have a shot with anything can happen. Defense is going to have to come up big for the Gladiators in this game. There's a snap. Dropping back. He's going to look deep. He's going to go intermediate, but the wide receiver slipped, and the throw's incomplete, and that'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, this is the kind of perfect scenario so far for Chabot. You get a good stop on defense on the first play. Second play, you see on the replay here, the receiver slips and falls down. Luckily, it's not picked off. Instead, just falls harmlessly into the lap of a guy on the sideline. It brings up 3rd and 10, and now's a chance to get off the field for Chabot. Huge momentum swing early here if they can get the stop.
So 3rd and long, obvious passing down. Number 3, Roder, and Mahassan, number 6, the wide receivers. They're number 1 and number 5 in the conference. 4-man rush. It's picked up. It's thrown short, tackled behind the sticks, and that'll bring up 4th down. And a great play there by the middle linebacker for the Gladiators. That's Veneris.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what you want. You force them to take a short gain, make a tackle, big play on defense, hold them to a 3-yard gain, and now San Francisco City. It looks like they're trying to make a decision here as the ball gets moved back.
Yeah, it looks like the sticks actually got moved when it was well short of the 1st down marker. So it'll bring up 4th and 4 after just a gain of 5.
Okay, so I thought it was a gain of 3, but
yeah.
Regardless, it looks like San Francisco going to go for it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it. This could be a zone read for Hale for sure. They got Hale in the backfield, setting a man in motion. Hale maybe trying to get the Gladiators to jump offside. Just 6 to go on the play clock. He's going to get the snap. It's a straight drop back, thrown into the flat, and caught for the 1st down. They're going to pick it up and a little bit more. Breaking tackles, fighting for extra yards all the way down to the Gladiator 40. Late hits coming, but picked up nicely, and that's going to move the chains for the Rams. It was Ellis Berger on the catch for the 1st down. So the Gladiators pretty much got what they wanted. They got a 4th down opportunity to force a 4 and out, but couldn't get it. And City moves the ball down the field after the gain of 18. Man in motion. There's a snap. It's just a little swing pass out to the outside. It's incomplete. Is that a backwards pass? Officials are going to rule it incomplete. It was a late call from the officials. It went through the hands of Washington.
And it was close. It looked like it could have been ruled either way. I was waiting to kind of see if they were going to call it incomplete pass or if it was going to be a backwards lateral. Instead, they do go with the backwards or the incomplete pass.
Yeah, incomplete.
Fortunately for the Rams, otherwise they've recovered it, but they would have probably lost about 7-8 yards on it.
So this offense is definitely the spread gun. You'll see it all the time. They like to send a lot of motion as well, freeing up their receivers one-on-one. Safety come down. There's no safety help over the top. It's an all-out blitz. Here comes the Gladiators. It's picked up beautifully and thrown over the middle, and it's caught. 10-5, touchdown Rams.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a zero coverage, like you said. Nobody back there to help.
So that's Max Rodarte, and what do we say? We talked about him in our open. He was the number one receiver in the entire conference. 610 yards with 7 touchdowns. Make that number 8 on the season. And that's, it's just zero coverage, one-on-one with your corner. Yeah, and he just runs the drag route. But you have to give a little bit of credit to the Rams' offensive line, too. They hung in there, and, Hale just had a clean pocket on an all-out blitz.
No, absolutely. And you get to the situation where you get a guy that busts a coverage and no one over the top, and easy touchdown for the Rams.
And the extra point is up and good. So the Rams march right down the field and put 7 up on the board, the number 1 team in the state, showing why they are ranked that high. We'll have the Gladiators' first offensive possession coming up here on NorCal Sports TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life. At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life. At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care.
As we come back, the kickoff was taken by Janari Boone, and he was tackled for a short gain. On the return, he was short of the 25-yard line, so they'll take it at the 24. And this is where we'll see the Gladiator offense for the first time today.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this Gladiator offense could do against this vaunted San Francisco defense. Gladiators come in, not the high-scoring team as it is. We talked about it off air. They have 8 of 8 on extra point attempts compared to the 49 for attempts for San Francisco. They come in
just averaging 14 points per game and only 250 in total yardage. And it's been a struggle rushing the ball, averaging 32 rushing yards. They seem to abandon the run rather quickly. Furia is going to throw. It's a miscommunication, and the pass is incomplete. So Colby Furia has come out, and he's actually played pretty well for the Chabot defense, even with all the pressure that he's been under all season. He's got a little bit under 1,600 yards, or 1,600 and a half yards. So we'll say 1,647, 11 touchdowns, but the 7 interceptions that he's booking. So, but yardage-wise, that's number 3 in the conference. So he really likes to sling it. The leading rusher, Cote, he's only going for 303, and he's got 1 touchdown, and he's in the backfield right now. There's a snap. It's going to be just a little quick screen, and it's thrown incomplete. It was just way off the target there for Higgins, and that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's it. 3rd and long and 3rd and long quickly. That's 2 plays. They've ran 6 seconds off the clock. Not exactly what you want to do. I know spread offense and you want to throw the football, but got to get completions and move the ball here a little bit, at least just a field position. Otherwise, you're going to give San Francisco a great field position.
And the more we watch these games for the Gladiators, we'll see they struggle to run the ball, but they'll do quick screens and all that to different variations of the run. But when you can't even complete those passes, it just makes it tough for anybody to respect the run. So 3rd and 10 after 2 incompletions from Furia. He's going to drop back. Look, pressure comes. It's behind his receiver again. It was intended for Stewart, but it's incomplete, and it's a quick 3 and out. And this is something that we'll have to look out for, as last week the Gladiators had lots of trouble punting the football. Low snaps, high snaps, punt blocked for a touchdown. So we'll see if San Francisco maybe just tries to go after the kicker here, Hotchetter.
And doing a couple of San Francisco City games this year already, their special teams is a unit that can put points on the board. So wouldn't be shocked to see some kind of special teams effort here.
Good snap, and it was almost blocked, but he got it away nicely. It's going to be taken at the 45-yard line, coming up the middle, breaking one tackle, trying to fight from another, trying to spin out of another tackle, but this time he's going to be wrapped up and brought down. So a pretty good return there from Jalen Henderson, and that'll bring the Rams offense right back out on the field.
Yeah, and you see nice return right up the middle, makes one guy miss. Not able to make the second guy miss, though. He holds on until his teammates can get there and make the tackle. Still, Rams take over 44-yard line on the positive side of the field. Great place to start the drive. Actually, they're going to mark it at 43 now. So great place to start a second drive if you're San Francisco.
So a 6-play drive last time that ended in a touchdown. On the deep touchdown pass, we'll see if the Gladiators try and bring more pressure. But this is where San Francisco really likes to run the football here to Williams and do that zone read. But they're going to throw it again. Hale's going to throw over the middle. That's going to be caught yet again by Rodarte, and he's going to pick up 10 yards and a first down. They're going to mark him short, actually. They'll give him 9.
Yeah, still easy catch and reception there. Run after the catch for the Rams. And 2nd and 1. Here's a chance to take a shot if you want, or you can just hand it off and get the first down.
And it looks like Hale just is nonstop force-feeding Rodarte. I mean, he's already has 1 touchdown in this game. And it was a big, long one, too, for 39 yards. Washington in the backfield. 4 down linemen for the Gladiators. There's the snap. He's looking to throw again. Nothing's open in the flat. We'll see what Hale can do with his legs. He's going to roll out left. He's still looking. He's going to try and just run out of bounds. It looks like he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. It will be close, but it'll definitely be 3rd down. They're going to mark him short, so they're actually going to make him lose a couple yards. It'll be 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, and goes down in their books.
Was a sack?
Yeah, absolutely. Defensive lineman will be like, hey, I'll take that one. Thank you.
Gladiators' leading sack player, of course, with just 2 on the season, is number 19, Henry Pohl, the linebacker, freshman. As Gladiators not showing pressure. There's a snap, and it's going to be a zone read, rolling out right Hale. It's going to be a straight run. He's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage and brought down. It'll be 4th down after a gain of 1. What a great play there from Chris Shackelford.
Yeah, look on the zone read here. Good job. Probably could have cut up right here. Instead, tries to go to the outside, and then Shackelford comes up and just wraps him up and says, not going to happen today. Forces a 4th down. Now San Francisco went for the 4th.
Looks like they're going again.
And probably going to do it again here.
So 4th and 1. Different look than they saw with San Mateo last week, as they were content. But it looks like another 0 blitz coming. No safety help over the top for the Gladiators. Let's see what they try and do. Looks like they're going to bring pressure. There's a snap. Here comes the pressure. It's picked up again. Hale's going to throw it deep one more time, and it is incomplete. And the Gladiators' defense holds.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a great job by that offensive line, giving them enough time to throw the football. Just unable to come away with the reception was the Rams. Good coverage there by Chabot.
And it looked like almost the same patterns as the last 4th down conversion, except this one was intended for Mahassan, but it looked like just those drag routes over the middle with the one-on-one coverage. The defense does hold. It's a turnover on downs. So let's see if the Gladiators maybe try and come out and run this ball or try to get some positive yards here. Trying to do anything to spark the offense. There's another little quick screen pass, and that was incomplete. It was intended for Stewart, but over his head.
And again, that's just the same as a sweep. It's trying to just get the ball to your guy in space. And unfortunately, just unable to convert. They haven't been on the same page at all this afternoon. That's 0 for 3 on that attempt.
As trying to get the ball to number 13, Kerr Stewart. He leads the team in receiving yards with 391 on the season and 4 touchdowns. They've been trying to just give him the ball as a playmaker. And Chabot's got some pretty good guys that can make a guy miss and run down the field after the catch. Furia, he's under pressure, and down he goes. And taken down in the backfield. That's number 49 on the tackle, I think. 43 on the tackle, thank you.
Oh, it's number 48, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No
worries.
There, you get a chance to see it a little better. Numbers are hard to read here on these San Francisco uniforms.
Well, it's the font, really, in the back. Yeah. Not as bad as last week, though, with the white and gray numbers. But no matter what, it goes in the books as a loss of 7 and a sack. There's the snap. Here's more pressure. This is going to be a design screen. Cote's got it. He's going to try and cut it up the field. He's wrapped up. It's going to be a gain of about 5, but that's not going to do anything for the Gladiator offense. And they're going to be forced to punt again. It's another 3 and out.
Yeah, so far 2 possessions, negative 5 yards total offense for Chabot. Not what you're looking for when you're trying number 1 team in the state comes into town. You got to get something going offensively to help your defense. The defense made a great job last drive of shutting San Francisco down. But every time you give the ball back to the Rams, offense has a chance for the Rams to put more points on the board.
As it looks like we may have a false start on the kicking team, I would think, here on the Gladiators. For the first time today, we'll hear from our official, Mark Phillips. And it's actually going to be an offside. But I don't think that'll change the mind of the Gladiators. They'll still probably punt this thing away.
This gives them back the 5 yards, though. That could be good for field position to help the punter out.
Jalen Henderson again back to receive.
And Henderson moves back to about his own 25-yard line and waiting the punt this time.
Hot Cheddar, the punter. Wide receiver playing punter. There's a snap. It's over Hot Cheddar's head. He's going to have trouble with it. 3 Rams coming. He's got to somehow get rid of it or at least punt it. He does, but he booms it out of bounds.
Actually,
I don't know how that stayed in bounds. No, the referee's going to say it was out of bounds and then came. No,
it doesn't matter. If it goes out of bounds, comes back in, it still hits the ground.
Yeah. There's 2 officials here. One is saying it went out at about the 25, and the other one had it marked down at the 44.
So maybe it hit, but we can't see the Gladiator benches right there. Maybe it hit for once and then second.
So they're going to go at the 35-yard line, is where they're going to mark this. So just like we said on the last punt, I mean the Gladiator special teams has been a struggle, or at least the punt game has been a struggle for sure. As the snap goes over Hot Cheddar's head, really nothing he could do about it.
No, he made the best out of that. I mean, for sure. He was in trouble, had to get the ball, get rid of it, do something with it.
Williams going to run right. It looks like it's a cutback run. There goes Williams, and he tries to run over the safety, and then he's thrown down for a gain of 9.
Yeah, that's one of those things I just kind of thought San Francisco might do more of. They've been throwing the ball, but, I mean, turn around and hand it to this big back. And just let them go to work. That offensive line doing a good job of creating lanes for them to run the ball through. Yep. Picks up 9 once again on first down. You got to love that if you're the offensive coordinator of the Rams.
Tyree Washington, 5'10", 210. 5'10", 210 out of St. Mary's, sophomore running back. I'm surprised, as you were saying, not just direct handoffs. There it is again. He's got a cutback vision. He's going to pick up the first down. So picks his way for a gain of about 3, maybe 4, but either way, it's a Rams first down.
Yeah, and they can really just, it feels like they can do that anytime they want.
Right.
Just turn the ball handoff, get 6-7 yards a pop. Let him just kind of move it down the field.
And we've seen Hale have the good, as a left-handed quarterback, you can go with the wide play action fakes and we can get him on the move. As also very good with his feet as well. So we'll see maybe zone reads off of that or even just straight play action off the handoffs. Back-to-back handoffs. That's a low snap, and it's picked up in the backfield by Williams. Somehow he's going to break 1 tackle but not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 5.
Yeah, and again, the bad snap kind of sets things up here. As you see the replay. And Chabot gets another break where they get to put the Rams behind in the chains again. It seems like they've been able to get
Yep.
a negative play every drive so far.
Pretty much.
See if they can capitalize on this here.
Yeah, on that first down, they got him in fourth down. They had a sack on the last drive, and then this one back behind the sticks of the Rams, but they're in the empty backfield. Just 4 down linemen this time for the Gladiators. There's the snap. Hale's dropping back. Pressure comes, and he slides out of the pocket using his legs. He's going to step up. He's looking downfield. There's nothing there, so he's going to run out of bounds and take the positive yards. And it's only going to be a gain of 2, so it'll bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, good job there by Chabot to create some pressure up front. Initially, he just kind of slipped through, though, missed the quarterback. Forced him out to his left.
Yeah, it's Alejandro Tovar who brought the pressure up the middle, that interior pressure. He's been very good for the Chabot defense all season. As it'll bring up a 3rd and 12 now for the Ram offense.
Probably in 2-down territory once again here for the Rams.
There's a snap. They're just going to give it to Williams right up the middle, and he's hit in the back, or right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to gain 2. They awkwardly went down on the play on the shoestring tackle. It was Tovar was in there again, and out comes the field goal unit.
Yeah, a little surprising.
So a stop there from the Gladiators trying to hold them out of the end zone. The defense has done a pretty good job so far to start this game, just not a lot of help.
40-yard field goal attempt here for San Francisco.
So Oliveira on to kick the extra point. He's 4 of 6 on the season. His long is 36. This is going to be from 40. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is end over end, and it is no good. He missed it wide right.
So another opportunity there goes by the boards for the Rams, and a good stop again by Chabot. 2 in a row now. Now let's see if the offense can get something going, build off that momentum that the defense has been able to provide, holding San Francisco to only 7 points here as we're at 4 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
So defense doing their job for sure, as they've given up the touchdown on the opening drive and then a turnover on downs and force a missed field goal. So the offense needing to give the defense a little bit of help here.
Yeah, and I said not even just get points on the board right here, but just kind of flip field position.
As they've gone back-to-back 3-and-outs, netting minus 3 yards. There's a snap. Cote's going to get the carry. He's going to run it right up the gut, and he's only going to gain 1. With this air raid style offense and the wide splits of the offensive linemen, it's already going to be a struggle running the football with no tight ends in the game or obviously no fullbacks, with not a lot of people do that anyways, but even just like a tight end at the end of the line.
What's that?
Even a tight end at the end of the line to just double team and try and get up to that second level. It's tough for running the ball for the Gladiators, as we've seen pretty much all season long. So 2nd and 9. There's the snap. They're going to go with a jet sweep. It's handed off and hit in the backfield. What a beautiful play that was. Coming up and making the tackle was Elias Williams.
Yeah, Williams on the play here. He came flying up from that defensive back position. He was not fooled. He saw it. He flies through, splits the defenders, or the blockers rather, and just comes out and makes a good, solid tackle in the backfield for a loss of 1.
It was Matthews who got the carry from the wide receiver position, and he loses 1, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And that's what we kind of just talked about, more creative ways to try and run the football, but it's just an unblocked corner just flying in and making the tackle. So 3rd and 10 for Furia and the Gladiator offense. Snap, only 4 rushers coming. That's a stun up the front. It's tipped, and it's going to be picked off. There's a flag down at the bottom of the screen. It looks like...
Yeah, it looked like it could have been some kind of pass interference. We'll see.
It looked like the DB got there maybe a step early. It was picked off by Williams, but I thought maybe Tyler Lampolo got there just a second early.
Yeah, and that's a break for Chabot. Wipes away the interception, obviously, but also gets them a first down, their first one of the game, and moves the ball out to about the 40-yard line, I think it's going to be. Nope, 35-yard line, excuse me. So pass interference, the call there gives Chabot a first down. Badly needed first down.
So that's their first down of the game, and this gives that defense just a little bit of rest as they've been on the field almost the entire first quarter. As Furrier gets the snap, stunt up front, nothing there. He's going to throw it down the field. It's one-on-one, and almost climbing the ladder and making a spectacular catch was Matthews, but it was broken up on the play and nicely defended there by Ellis Berger.
Absolutely. Great play here by both the defender and the receiver. Defender in perfect position. Receiver goes up, tries a high point over the top, doesn't come down with it. I like that aggressiveness on the play call. Hey, when in doubt, throw it deep. I said that earlier off air, and I like it. Throw it down the sideline. Let your receiver go up and try and make a play for you. Doesn't come away with it this time, but brings up a 2nd and 10 for Chabot.
So it was actually Trey Baker on the coverage. That 1 looks like a 7 on the back of those jerseys. So it's number 14. There's a snap, and it's going to be a Furrier keeper. They're going to run, and then he's going to slide down short of the 40-yard line. So there's another creative way to try and run the football, positive yards.
Absolutely.
And it'll bring up a 3rd and manageable.
I like, too, that he slid, and that's a big thing. You're like, okay, what's the difference?
Right.
Why is that important? When you're a quarterback that runs the football, you want to limit the hits you take. Okay, you drop back and you get sacked. Those are hits that pile up throughout the season. That time, it slides down safe, avoids a big hit, and gets the positive yards.
4 coming for the Rams. Furrier in the pocket. He's going to step out of the pocket. He's looking downfield, and he's just going to have to throw this into the Rams bench for an incompletion, and the Rams do hold on 3rd down, and it'll force a punt.
Officially a 4th and 6 here. But what it did do, that penalty and then the little bit of positive yards they had, now you're going to punt, and you should be able to get the Rams, as long as you can get the snap.
Yeah, right.
Back inside their own territory for the first time and not give them the ball at the 35, 40-yard line of your own side of the field. So we'll see how this punt return plays out for the Rams.
Hotchetter, snap is rolled back to him, but he gets it, and he gets a really good punt away. Henderson coming up. He's going to let it take a hop, and then it's just going to sit kind of right there, so no real bounce for either team as it's down at the 28-yard line. So a little bit of a flip of a field. So the Rams offense will be coming right back out on the field.
Yeah, and like I said, now you put the ball at the 28-yard line, and you got to force the Rams to drive the field instead of having short fields like they had the last 2 possessions. The first one, obviously, they drove down the field after the kickoff and went down and scored. But defense, better situation here for Chabot.
And the defense has played well up to this point, too. A little bit of pressure on the quarterback. They've been able to stop the run as Williams not in the backfield, and now it looks like we'll have a false start. So in the backfield for the first time in this game is Nathan Iskander. So we'll see, because we did see Washington kind of get rolled up on one of those last carries of the last drive.
Yeah, he absolutely did. You a great call there by you.
So it's Iskander in the backfield. He's going to get it. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to try and pick his way forward, but it's just a gain of 2. So after the penalty yardage, doesn't quite pick it up all the way. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and again, the defense for the Gladiators doing their job. I mean, they've given up 7 points. I think if you honestly went to the coaching staff and said, hey, at the end with a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter, you're down 7-0, I think they would have said, hey, we'll take
absolutely
that. Right? I mean, that's kind of how it looks. You try not to get blown out at the beginning of the first quarter, and then you come back and play the rest of the game, make it a football game.
And like we said in our open, the longer you can hang around in this game, the more of a chance you got, because it would just take one Rams mistake. Hale's going to take the snap. He's going to look downfield. Nothing really open. Now he's going to step up in the pocket, throw, and that's going to be caught. A great play by Hale to just stand in there and deliver a perfect ball over the middle, as it was caught by Brandon Newton, his first catch of the game, and it'll be a Ram first down.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that offensive line for the Rams doing a job, giving the quarterback time to sit there and wait for that crossing pattern to come up and come open in the defensive backfield. So good pressure, or good job of preventing pressure, and a good job of coverage by the Gladiators.
So still in the backfield. Not Williams. There's a snap. Hale's got time again. He's going to throw on the curl route, and that's going to be caught. And stumbling forward, it's a really good gain of about 18 yards and another Ram first down.
Yeah, again, that time, good job just sitting down by the receiver, number 3. Finding the hole in the zone up at the 40-yard line. You see all kinds of time to throw. Makes the catch, holds on to it from the defender coming from behind. Another Rams back on the ball quickly.
And they're going to throw it out to Rodarte again, but this one was incomplete. It was intended for him, but nothing there. So with 9 seconds to go in the first quarter, that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. As we'll see what kind of changes here, as Williams he's got his helmet on, but doesn't look to be anywhere near the offensive huddles or around coaches like that. So we don't know. Maybe we won't see him the rest of the game, and we'll maybe see how that changes the offensive philosophy for the Rams if they're just going to try and sling it all over the yard. There's the snap. Hale. He's going to look. He's got plenty of time. He's going to throw, and that's going to be caught on the cutback run and picking up the first down and more. It's a good gain of about 16 yards, and that'll bring us close to the end of the first quarter, and it should.
Yeah, Masson does a good job there. Again, just sitting in the zone, finding the hole. Nice throw by the quarterback to be able to get it to him there by Hale.
And then we have a roughing the passer behind the play. Couldn't quite get who the number was on. But we'll see.
Yeah, so now half this is the goal, too.
Yep.
Attack it onto the end of the run, so it's going to take it inside of about the 13-yard line.
Yep. So just a tough break. The Gladiators can't shoot themselves in the foot like that. We saw a lot of that last week in their game against San Mateo. It's just a lot of just self-inflicted wounds. So after 1 quarter of play, if you're the Gladiators, I'm saying that you would take this. It's 7-0 Rams. At the end of 1, we'll have the second quarter and more Gladiator football coming up here on NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of Chabot College Basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp.
Welcome back to Chabot College here on NorCal Sports TV. We're watching Gladiator football here. We're just about set and ready to start the second quarter as the City College of San Francisco Rams are really driving the football right now. We've got a help from a roughing the passer penalty after they just picked up the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal from, it looks like the 14. What a weird formation. Now it's a huge shift. As Williams is back in the field. Hale, he's going to roll out. It's like an option run or pass throw, and now he's going to cut it up the field, and he's going to gain about 3 yards on the play. Maybe let's give him 2.
Yeah, that was a lot of shifting in motion, and I'm sure the Rams are just trying to see how they're going to line up to something, come back to it possibly. But a lot of that just for a quarterback sweep. It was all that window dressing just to get you to the quarterback sweep, and then gain of
2.
2?
Yeah, officially 2. Ball's on the 11. But it's good. It is very good to see Tyree Washington back in the game. So Washington in the backfield, and they're going to give it to him. He's going to try and cut it up the field. He breaks one tackle in the backfield, but then he's spun down after a gain of 4, maybe 5. So it'll bring up 3rd and short, maybe 3rd and 4 for the Rams inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and here, nice job of cutting back. Good job of coming up and making the play by number 40, Fuana. Coming up and making a good tackle there, keeping him short of the first down.
So you wonder, after the missed field goal, if this becomes 2-down territory with the way the Rams' defense has played so deep in Chabot territory. So 3rd and 4, maybe 5. Hale gets the snap. They're just going to give it to Washington. He's going to bust up the middle, and he is hit and stuck for a gain of 1, and it'll bring up 4th down. What a monster tackle on the play, and it's a beautiful play from that DB position by Mahoris.
Yeah, he came up, number 22, Mahoris, just came up and stuck the Ram running back there right at the hole.
And here we go.
Gain.
4 down territory.
Just a second. Try and slip it in here before they get the play off. Good job there of making the tackle. Now 4th and 4.
There's a snap. He's looking in the flat. Now he's going to throw the fade back in the end zone. And there's a penalty marker down. Is it caught for a touchdown? It is. What a miraculous play in the back of the end zone. It's his 2nd touchdown of the game. It's, of course, Max Rodarte. Who else?
Yeah, there is a flag back there, though, and they're going to call defensive pass interference. I thought maybe they're going to hit him with the push-off. I don't know. And as an offensive coach, it's never on the offense because that's just me.
Right.
But, no, okay, good call there. We get the replay. Nice job by our camera guys being able to get the replay there, and you see the defensive pass interference.
So Rodarte gets his 2nd touchdown catch of the ball game. The extra point is up and through. So the Gladiators trying to get something going offensively. They'll need it on this next drive. The Rams make it 14-0, and we'll be right back.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Rams about ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown pass. It was a 7-yard touchdown reception from Max Rodarte. And, of course, the leading receiver in the conference, he's got 2 today. That brings his total up to 9 touchdowns on the season. Let's see, the Gladiators have really mixed and matched their return men this season. As we'll see what happens here. This one's going to be taken by Higgins. Higgins breaks one tackle, breaks another, stumbling forward, and he gets across the 25-yard line, so a good return there from Manny Higgins.
Yeah, decent return. He took it about the 6-yard line, gets up to about the 29 call it, so 23-yard return. Sets up the offense again in decent field position, and that's a situation where the Gladiators got to get something going, got to move the ball. We've said it every drive, right? I mean, it's kind of been kind of the broken record we've been talking about.
Only one first down, and it's been via penalty, too.
The defense has done a good job of just kind of keeping you in the football game. Now you got to reward them by doing something on the offensive end to get a spark.
Even just a long drive that ends in a field goal would be perfect just to give that defense a little bit of rest. So Furia, again in that spread gun. He's going to take the snap. It's going to throw it out, and it's going to be caught for the first completion of the game by Hot Cheddar. Just even those rhythm throws would be good. 5-yard curls. Just pitch and catch there. So Hot Cheddar gets his first catch of the game.
No, absolutely. And you see it right here, just a nice little stop pattern, 5 yards, gets a hit, pushed back. Now they gave him 4 on the play, so that's what you're looking for, that offense. You're just trying to get easy catches and then let your guy make a play.
Furrier gets the snap. He's going to look. Pressure comes. He's trying to spin out of it. He does a nice pirouette move. Now spinning away one more time, but this time he's going to be brought down.
Yeah, as a quarterback, when you spin once, okay, but when you start with multiple spins, that's not usually a good sign. Okay, you're not back there to be a ballerina. You're getting rid of the football, so you got to get rid of that one and throw it away instead of losing the 3 yards.
Kalen Fontes gets the second sack of the game for the Rams, and it'll bring it back just 4 yards, so it'll be now 3rd and 9. So let's see if the offense can just get something going, maybe just one first down here for the Gladiators. Rams showing blitz. 6 men up on the line of scrimmage. They get the Rams to jump. We'll see.
Yeah, I think everybody but the center got the snap right on that one.
And it is a false start. And they had the good idea of going on 2 there. If they if the offense just holds their water there, the Rams definitely jumped.
It's one of those situations where everybody moves with the center. You know somebody was off,
Right.
right? I mean, that's
So now we'll
as a
bring
center. It's hard. I mean, you got to make all the calls to the offensive line. You're looking around, you're checking, and then hey, you got to remember. Oh yeah, it's on 2.
That'll bring up 3rd and 14 now, and again the Rams showing that blitz look with 6 guys crowded up line of scrimmage. They bail out of it. They only send 4. Pressure still comes. He's going to roll out. Furry has tons of room, but there is a hold. It's going to be thrown to Cote. Cote's going to pick up the first down. We'll see what the call is, but definitely looks like a hold.
Definitely coming back. As offensive line coach, I can tell you that one. That one was a big hold.
And it is a
The
holding.
replay right there at the top of your screen, with number 77 just latches on and pulls him down, unfortunately, because that was a positive play. It would have been a first down. The first down they pick up on, other than by penalty. Instead, it's going to push them back inside their own 15-yard line.
So Mark Phillips made the call for the hold. And again, it was looking like you'd get some positive yards, get out of this field position battle. But again, now you're right back inside your 20, and you're looking at giving the ball back to the Rams at about the 50.
Yeah, what you can't do here is turn the ball over. You got to be able to at least try and punt the ball here. You can't create the super mistake now that you're back in your own territory.
Before he gets a snap. It's just going to be a draw to Cote up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to lay the shoulder down. He's going to get back to, looks like, close to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit short. It'll bring up 4th and 12.
Yeah, I like that call. You're kind of just putting up a white flag. You would say, okay, look, it's 3rd and 25. The odds of me picking up a 3rd and 25 are about as good as me going to the gas station down here and get a lottery ticket.
Right.
It's a lottery, okay? So you do that. You run the draw. It's safe. You don't have to worry about hopefully turning the football over in that situation.
So a late flag came in after the play. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct
Ooh.
penalty on the Rams, so the Gladiators will trot the offense back out there and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and again, that's the second time that they picked up a first down be a penalty, but Chabot will take it.
Just a brutal penalty to take there for sure.
Yeah, and again, I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't know what happened.
It
had to have
came
been some kind
super
of
late. Yeah, it had
talking, I
to
would
have.
assume somebody's saying something. But instead of forcing the Gladiators to punt and getting good field position, now you give them another first down at their own 42-yard line.
So mental mistake from the Rams gets the Gladiators a first down. Furia gets the snap. Cote the rush right up the middle, and he's met by 3 red hats right in the backfield. It's a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, absolutely. That run wasn't going anywhere. 2 guys met him, number 4 and number 15 for San Francisco. City number 4, Tyler Leopoli, and number 15, zone on the tackle there for San Francisco. Not sure if you can hear that on our pickup on the screen there, but some of the Chabot crowd kind of getting into the game a little bit.
It's been frustrating this year so far for sure, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And Coach Venene is going to call a timeout as the play clock was winding down. So when we come back, it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Gladiators offense. You're watching Chabot football on NorCal Sports TV. Gladiators will have the ball here after they took a timeout when the play clock was winding down. 9:44 to go, first half, 14-0 Rams. And I think even it's been a struggle, but if you told the Gladiators you'd be down 14 with about 10 minutes to go in the second half, they'd probably take that too.
Yeah, I mean, you're one play really from being right in the football game. You know, not you're out of it at 14-0, but one big play, one missed tackle, and you're in the house. Now it's 14-7. It's a whole different thing.
Furia, he's going to look. Pressure comes. He steps up in the pocket nicely. Let's see if he tries to run. He does, but he just picks up maybe 2. 1, maybe 2 on the play. We'll see will they mark him. They give him just 1, so it'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and a missed opportunity here is maybe you'll see on the replay, hopefully. As Hale comes out, he's running out, and number 13 there, Jason Perez, slips open right at the last second. I think if he could have flipped it over to him, maybe picked up the first down. But instead, makes a safe decision, runs out of bounds, creates a 3rd and 10.
So Furia getting directions from the sideline, and they may have to burn another timeout here. It's down to 5 seconds on the play clock. Now 4. Furia looking. He's going to get the snap. Pressure coming from the Rams. He's going to throw it. It's deflected and incomplete. It went off the helmet of one of the defensive linemen. So the Rams sent the pressure, and it didn't quite get there, but it definitely altered the pass, and it'll bring up a 4th down, and the punt unit makes its way on the field for the Gladiators.
Yeah, absolutely. And that would, again, that defensive line unable to get there, but gets their head up this time. And uses the head of playing soccer a little bit and knocked the ball away from its intended target.
And that was just, as you were just saying right before that play, it looked like they were just trying to run a quick slant and try and break that one tackle and just go. But can't complete the pass, and it's been a struggle trying to get the snap back to Hotchetter, which he does get it here, and this is going to be an end-over-end kick as it takes a good Gladiator bounce. Now it's going to bounce inside the 10. That's a loose ball, and now it's going to be picked up at about the 5. And here comes the return for the Rams, and this could be a good one. Look out, Henderson. Henderson, look out. He's got blocks. He's got a lane. He's got to get past Hotchetter. Hotchetter slows him down, but Henderson is across the 45-yard line of the Gladiators. A scary return to begin, but an almost perfect result.
Yeah, we talked about earlier on the first punt that San Francisco City special teams has been special all year, and this looked like it was going to be a major mistake. Instead, finally corrals at about the 5, and then he's down the sideline, and great job of blocking. And that's the thing when you get those balls that bounce around like that.
Guys get out of their lanes because they want the ball.
Football, yep. And you see it, and you're going after it, and all of a sudden, big returns happen when one guy misses a tackle.
So yet again, this is the Rams' 5th drive, the 3rd drive starting in Gladiator territory. There's a snap.
Make a living if you're the defensive coordinator for Chabot.
So it's just a swing pass out to the short side of Jeremiah Crum, but there is a penalty flag. It looks like it is against the Rams. As they're going to be right there. There's the hold. So back them up 10. So let's see if the Gladiators, get the minus 10 on the first down.
Saw one of those receivers on the outside here at the bottom of the screen.
It was just a full grab. And then it doesn't help when after you grab him, you spin him down to the ground after that,
usually
too.
A good way to tell on yourself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things.
1st and 20 after the penalty. It's just another swing-out pass. It's almost the same exact play to Crum. Crum breaking tackles. He's going to pick up the penalty yardage and a lot more. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 7 after a gain of 13.
Yeah, just a great job there of getting the ball to your athlete in space, let him make a play. And you see on the replay here, 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, 3 missed tackles. Finally, there to make the tackle for Chabot was number 9, Justice, but not before a big pickup for San Francisco.
There's another screen pass, but this one's incomplete to Crum. That is definitely an incomplete pass for sure. So it'll bring up 3rd and long. I thought for sure they were going to give that to Washington in the backfield. But we'll see if this is probably definitely 2-down territory. They've gone for it twice already. One ended with a touchdown, and the other one was 3 times. No, twice. Yeah, twice. One was turnover on downs. The other was a touchdown.
And they had the missed field goal, too.
Yep, right.
But, yes, I think this is definitely 2-down territory here for San Francisco.
Hale looking. Pressure not really coming. Now he's going to throw a long pass, and that's going to be caught for a first down. That's a really good throw. And the pass was caught by Newton, and he'll pick up more than enough for the first down. It's a gain of 15.
Yeah, or you can just go ahead and pick up 15. Don't have to worry about that other down, right? I mean, that's a great job there of running that deep comeback route. Again, in the zone coverage, no one there to pick it up.
Newton swinging it out again. This one's Crum. He's going to break one tackle, puts his shoulder down, breaks two more, fighting for extra yards down to the 10-yard line. Jeremiah Crum just on screens puts the shoulder down and picks up a huge first down.
Absolutely, and again, just getting out in space and then just makes guys miss, runs guys over, and trying to get inside the 10-yard line all the way down about the 8.
So first and goal from the 9 officially.
Okay.
We'll see if they hand it to Washington, or this is where they like to use that zone read. And it looks like the the Gladiators will use their second timeout. So 7:11 to go in the first half. The Rams are driving. They're looking to punch another one in the end zone. It's 14-0.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
After the Gladiator timeout, they use their second of the half. The Rams driving inside the 10-yard line. There's a snap. It's a play-action give. Hale looking to flip the hips. Gets away from one man. He's fighting for more yards. He's going to throw it across his body to the back of the end zone. It's caught but out of bounds, so the pass will be incomplete. There is a flag on the play. It's down the side. It's down the... It's definitely down the line of scrimmage is where the flag is out. So we'll see. As it's an ineligible man downfield. So that's kind of what happens with those RPOs if the quarterback hangs on to the football. The linemen are trying to get to the second level to have their running back walk into the end zone. But instead, it's an ineligible man downfield. So back up the Rams 5. So we'll go to first and goal. But this time, we'll have it at the 14. The 5th penalty on the Rams so far in this game.
Now we got a timeout. Looks like by the...
So more whistles all over the place. But, yeah, the officials are going to discuss something here.
Trying to decide where to put it.
It was just a normal 5-yard penalty for an eligible man downfield, but
I think they're just trying to say, yeah, it's still first down there. I think there's a little confusion on that.
yeah, it is still first down for sure.
I think when maybe we're getting confused with like an illegal forward pass, you'd lose it down, but instead this is just a 5-yard penalty reset.
Right.
So all that to say, hey, it's still first and goal.
So first and goal from the 14.
5 minutes later, but it's okay.
And here we go. Hale gets the snap. Straight drop back. He's going to look. He's going to throw a fade. He's got a man, and it is caught for the touchdown. Hassan Massen. Touchdown. That is his 3rd of the season. Yeah, so both of the top receivers for the Rams getting in on the action.
And you see here, nice pass by Hale. Just drops it over the coverage. Massen beats his guy into the corner of the end zone. Nice loft, touch pass. Easy touchdown for the Rams on that.
Especially when you're on that left hash mark, you have all that room to throw it to the boundary. As the extra point is up and good. So another touchdown drive for the Rams. They make it 21-0 with 6:46 to go in the first half. Chabot will get the ball. Let's see what their offense can do right after this.
All the way up from Los Angeles.
From
we
Los
just
Angeles.
heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial.
Oliveira to kick things off, and it is kicked off, and it is a really good one. It's taken by Higgins. Higgins has one good return. He's going to try, and he got chopped down. There was a little bit of a seam there for him. But he gets chopped down.
His legs up. Yeah, he could have kept going for at least 5 or 6 more yards.
Chopped down at the 25, but the one who made the tackle is down on the field. Trying to get the number.
22.
Getting up. Oh.
And then he goes back down.
Yeah, scary scene there. Trying to get back up.
Jalen Henderson, it looks like, is the injured Ram. So
he's getting helped off the field. Good to see him up and walking, though.
Gladiators take over 25-yard line. 6:40 left to go here in the first half.
Got to get something going. And you can even hear, if you have a 6-minute drive, you can basically just double dip. You're going to get the ball back. So if you can have a long, sustained drive, score a touchdown here, I mean, you can really find yourself right back in this football game. Not, of course, that you're out of it down 21, but against the number one team in the state and a really good defense, it will be hard to stack good drive after good drive after good drive. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Furia looking, and he had time, but now he's going to be flushed out right. He's going to have to get rid of it at least. Got to throw it away. He does not, and he's going to be hit and dropped.
Yeah, great job there by just staying after the quarterback by Simone Mitchell, number 56 for San Francisco City. And initially missed the sack here on the replay. You'll see beats the tackle, puts the pressure on, misses him the first time. But way to stay with it and stay after it, keep the motor going, and come back and get him on the second attempt. It was a huge loss all the way back inside the 12-yard line.
Sack and loss of 14 yards. The ball's at the 11. I mean, that was not the first play that you needed there. And you'd like to think Furia, once he was out of the pocket, just get rid of it. Pressure comes. He's going to throw it over the middle, and that pass is incomplete. That was basically a screen. It was intended for Franklin, but he couldn't make the catch. Now it's 3rd and very long.
Yeah, and again, this is where you got to be real careful. If you're the Gladiators, you can't give up the turnover here from your 11-yard line. You got to call something safe. But you still got to get yards because you don't want your punter kicking out of his end zone with all those snaps problems you've had. So it's really not the ideal situation if you're Chabot here.
We'll see if maybe they do another Cote draw right up the middle. As on the last 3rd and very long, they just had him get the snap. But Furry is going to drop back. It's a screen to Cote, and that goes through his hands off the chest plate and incomplete.
Yeah, 2 drops on that drive and a sack. Not exactly the way you draw that up if you're the offensive coordinator or the coaches for Chabot, and things kind of snowballing here.
Yep, and 57 seconds come off that clock, too.
Yeah, and the worst part is now you're going to give San Francisco the ball. I mean, you're looking, if you get a great punt, it might be at midfield.
And the way that the Rams' return game is, too, they're They won't be afraid. Yeah,
this is scary mode here.
They won't be afraid to pop one either. So Brandon Newton is the one back. Hochetter then drops the snap in the end zone, and he's going to run for it, and he could pick up the yardage. He will. It's going to be a Gladiator first down. We'll draw it in the books as a fake punt from your own end zone. Gladiator first down. Ian Hochetter drops the snap, and there was nobody there from the Rams, and he picks up the first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the way you draw it up, but, I mean, that's your best play of the game so far for Chabot offensively. Dropping the snap and then just taking off with it. Nobody there in coverage. Everybody turns their back and running to defend and picks up the first down.
So he picks up 28 yards on 3rd and 24 to get the first down.
Hey, sometimes
on
it's
4th
better
and
to be
24.
lucky than good, right?
Exactly.
I mean, so you do what you can.
So the Gladiators have their offense right back out on the field. Furia takes the snap. He's going to throw over the middle. It's a really good throw, and it's going to be caught for a first down.
And there you
that's
go,
Manny Higgins, and that's a beautiful throw into the second level.
We talked about it. You get that positive momentum, that big play, right? And it's a special teams mistake if you have nothing else to say, right? You make a play on the special teams. All of a sudden, you can pick up a first down. You're inside the 45-yard line.
By far, Furia's best throw of the ball game right there. Just hits that back foot and puts it in the second level. Now he's going to pump fake. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to slide down. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play.
And I almost say you have to get points on this.
Have to.
Now.
Yep.
I mean, it's one of those things where you've got the break. You got the big fake punt, even though it was really a mistake. I mean, we're going to call it a fake punt, right? You got to capitalize on that momentum and keep things going for you.
So 20 seconds on the play clock. Gladiators plenty of time. Furia talking to the offensive line. Cote in the backfield. Furia gets a snap. Rams only rush 4. He's going to get hit and dropped in the backfield again. It's the 4th sack for the Rams defense.
Coming up big with the pressure, number 52, Nelson Rapati.
And Furia is slow to get up. And the Rams call a timeout defensively because they are thinking that they want to maybe get the ball back, and Furia goes back down. And he's sitting at about the 45-yard line. Now he's going to get back up. Let's see. With the Rams calling a timeout, they won't have to have him be substituted even with everybody coming out. He's stretching out the back. So the Rams call a defensive timeout. When we come back, it'll be 3rd and about 14. After the Rams call their first time out of the half, this was defensively to try and save them a little bit of time with 3:51 to go in the first half, and that's a timeout that you think they are thinking, if we get a stop here, we'll take another one and get the ball back, because obviously Chabot will start the second half with the ball. And this is a got to get at least 5 to 7 yards. Just make it 4th and manageable for your offense. Furia still out there. There's a snap, 4-man rush coming. He's going to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught. Kerr Stewart needs to cut up the field, but he stumbles down, and it's a gain of 3. So it'll be 4th and 11.
Yeah, Chabot got away with a
couple of holds. Yeah,
big hold on the outside there. Instead, now it's 4th and 10.
So fourth and long for the Gladiators. Of course, the offense will stay out on the field. Furry in the gun, and now it looks like Furry's going to do a pooch kick. And there's a quick kick, and it's not a good one. Let's see if it gets a Gladiator bounce. It does, so not the best kick that you would want from that little pooch kick. You're trying to get that inside the 10 at the very least if you're doing a pooch kick. This one will go down to the 19.
Yeah, I think that I don't like that call. I'd rather see you finally move the ball into San Francisco City territory. Yes, it's 4th and 10, but even if you run all verse and you throw it up, at least, hey, maybe get a pass interference call.
Anything.
Something.
Roughing the
Instead,
passer.
yeah.
There's so many little ticky-tack penalties that the defense could get.
Illegal contact gets you first down. I mean, there's lots of ways to pick up a first down there.
Especially,
and even if you throw an interception at the 10-yard line, it's better than that. I don't know.
And especially the defense, they carried you really that whole first quarter, and now the Rams offense is starting to get something going. As it's just a quick pass and off and running and getting pushed out of bounds. It's a first down, and it's a really good gain there. That's Mahassan.
Yeah, man. Just get him outside, get him the ball in space, let him do his work, and able to pick up a huge first down.
So a really good gain there of 20 on just a little flip-out pass. Hale gets the snap. He's going to look. He's going to throw a little quick slant, and that's going to be caught over the middle. In 2 plays, they're down to the 50-yard line, and that one was Jeremiah Crum.
And again, San Francisco back on the football, 2:26 and counting, moving. Already, like you said, at the 50-yard line.
2 plays, 31 yards. There's a snap. Pressure finally coming. Hale's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to throw, and that's going to be caught on the sideline, and it'll be another Ram first down. And this was kind of the offense we thought we'd maybe see in this game as the first catch of the ball game there. That goes to Cam Johnson.
Yeah, a good job by Johnson to just drag the toes. I think he looked like he got both of them in bounds, even though he only needed one. Picks up the first down all at the 36-yard line. Clock rolls again because it's outside of 2 minutes. We're under 2 minutes left to go.
So a gain of 14 there. So they're marching down the field right now. And you know that fatigue for this Chabot Gladiator defense with the way that they've been out there the whole first half. It's a delayed handoff, now play action. Hale looking down the field. He's got a man open in the middle of the field. He's going to throw it to sideline. What a catch. And there goes inside the 10, stumbling down. It'll be first and goal, Brandon Newton.
Yep, Newton again working that sideline, just staying alive for his quarterback. Great job there. And then Lejean able to come up and make the tackle, but Newton staying down. Looks something wrong with the lower leg, maybe cramping as he's stretching.
Yeah, you could see him just grabbing the legs, or grabbing the toes, kind of flexing that.
It gives a chance to take a look at that pass, the play before on the sideline over there.
Where really good throw.
Johnson was able to drag both feet in, get another look at it there. They went quick, so we didn't get a chance to take a look at it, but great job by our camera crew getting the replay. And again, still got a guy down, so we'll take a break. We'll be back with more on NorCal Sports TV.
As we come back, as getting up now is the wide receiver Brandon Newton. They were just stretching him. It looked like cramps for sure. And this is the Rams offense that we thought we'd see from the rip. I mean, they are just marching down the field. They're looking for their 3rd straight touchdown drive. And on these 3 touchdown drives, 4 total runs. So they're just slinging it all over the yard.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, this 2-minute drill, that's what you expect. Throw the football around a little bit, but this is the Ram offense that you kind of have grown accustomed to. And then once you get used to this and you're like, okay, they're going to throw the football, they're going to throw the football, they're going to throw the football, then you get the big runs by Washington and Hale to kind of just chip things in and as added bonuses.
And these last couple plays, it really has been Washington, or I should say Hale using his legs. This looks like a direct snap to Washington, and now it's flipped back. What a reverse play call this is, and this is going to be a touchdown. Trickery finds its way into the end zone, and the Rams extend their lead.
Well, yeah, that was interesting. I mean, get a chance to take a look at that again. Direct snap to Washington, and then They got some offensive linemen that are in the end zone when the ball was thrown, but if it's behind the line of scrimmage, it's legal. So great job of play calling, going to the Andy Reid School of Offense there down in the end zone, huh? You break out the trick play.
As the extra point is up, and it is good. So the Gladiators defense get mesmerized by all that motion and stuff in the backfield. The Rams punch it in right before the end of the half. 67 seconds to go in the first half. It's 28-0 Rams. After the Rams touchdown, they're about ready to kick this thing off as they extend the lead to 28-0. That's their third straight touchdown drive as it's kicked off, and this one is towards Garcia, and he's going to catch it at the 6-yard line. It was angled, so Garcia, he's got a lane, he's got a seam, he's going to go up the sideline, and he's going to be knocked down by the kicker at the 48-yard line. So a good return from the Gladiators, kind of exactly what the doctor ordered there.
Yeah, absolutely. You get a chance to see this return. Nice kick to the sideline, tries to pin him. A good job of blocking there by the Gladiator special teams, and then the kicker comes in and gets a shot and slows him down before other guys come make a tackle.
By far the best field position of the day.
Absolutely. Best starting field position. 57 seconds. You got a timeout left. I think you got to be aggressive here and go after it.
Absolutely.
If you're Chabot.
And you get the ball to start that second half, so you can double dip here and bring yourself right back into this football game. Furia gets the snap. He's going to look. He's going to throw the crosser. It's going to be caught over the middle by Higgins, and Higgins fumbled the ball. The ball's on the turf. Who's got it? It looks like the Rams do. And they do.
Yeah, that's... You throw that screen, and you got everybody coming back in. You see it on the motion here. Settles down. The screen coming back underneath, and it's just a situation where the defensive lineman comes back and makes a great play. That's number 99 out there for San Francisco, making the play. Derek Regans III
and then
coming in and punching the ball loose.
It was number 5, Elias Williams, at the bottom of the pile, the defensive back who scooped it up and jumped on the football. So the Rams, after they march down the field, they come right back out on the field, and this is what we were saying, that fatigue for the Chabot defense. They've been out there almost the whole first half.
And they have, and now you're in a situation where the Rams are got 2 timeouts, a minute left. They're going after some more points.
Hale's going to look. He's going to throw over the middle. That's almost picked off, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost exchanging turnovers there.
Yeah, great job on the coverage by Garcia for Chabot, almost coming away with the pick.
And just going back to that fumble, I think when there's that screenplay, you'd like to just see the wide receiver Higgins there just catch it and just turn upfield instead of bounce back towards the line of scrimmage where you have all those defensive linemen, and that's one of them who punched it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it you're trying to get north and south instead of east and west?
There's a snap. Hale's going to look, throwing over the middle, and that's a good throw and maybe even a better catch. That's an excellent catch on the play by Mahassan and a first down. And there's 2 timeouts for the Rams, so they've got plenty of time with 35 seconds to go.
Yeah, Mahassan going up, making a great hand catch there. And now we got a timeout call.
On the Gladiators here.
By Chabot.
Very surprising that they're calling a timeout there.
Their final one of the half.
And we're going to take a break during the timeout. 30.7 to go, first half.
Broadcast of Chabot College basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp.
The Gladiators called the defensive timeout, and a little bit of a question we were talking during the break there, because the Rams have 2 timeouts and they were content running this thing down. So why defensively would you call a timeout there, especially when they've been struggling the last couple drives?
Drop some kind of blitz. You might want to fix your coverage and try and keep them from scoring here. We'll see if they pick this pass off here on the next play. Then it was a great timeout, right? I mean, that's one of the things of coaching.
Right. Hale gets the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to look, pump fake. Nothing there. Here comes the pressure, and down he goes. It's a gain of 1, so no sack on the play. And there goes the Rams calling a timeout with 22.3 to go.
And that's why. See, you did it to drop that pressure. Much to the appreciation of the crowd here in Gladiator Stadium. And again, I think regardless of whatever happens in this situation here, I think the defense has played
the best they could up to this point
in the first half here, right? I mean, you're holding the number 1 team in the state to 28 points. You've had some things that have gone against you. Your offense hasn't been lighting it up. Okay, the best play's been on 4th down twice. You got a penalty and they've got you a first down on a punt, and then you got a fake punt that's been your biggest offensive play of the game. So it's one of those things where the defense is just kind of trying to do everything they can to keep you in the football game. At some point, you got to get something from your special teams and offense to give you a spark to keep you in the game if you're Chabot.
Yeah, after the first quarter and even halfway through the second quarter, it was 7-0 and then 14-0. And, I mean, Chabot coaches 2 hours ago before this game started say you're going to be down 7-0 at the half, and almost halfway through, or at the end of the first quarter, and then halfway through the second quarter only be down 14-0. You'd take that all day because you know you're one play away from getting right back in the game, and the defense has done well. It's just the sustained drives from the Rams so far in this second quarter. Here's Hale out of the timeout. He drops back. Nobody's open. He's going to break out of the contain. He's going to keep his eyes down the field, throw it to the back of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. So the clock will stop with 13 seconds to go, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think you probably need about 5 yards here, maybe 6 to get in field goal range. So
2nd down, actually. Sorry about that. Oh no, it is going to be 3rd down. Okay, they didn't change the marker. Yeah.
I was going to say because sack was the 1st down. That one's incomplete. 2nd down. Now it's going to be
3rd and 10 here. And I mean the middle of the field is wide open with the 1 timeout. So you can shoot, take a shot at the end zone, or you can just get some points. Hale's going to look. He's just going to dump it off. This one's going to be caught by Washington. Breaks 1 tackle. He's going to angle his route out of bounds. He's going to get to the 20. It should be a 1st down, which it is a 1st down, but with 4.8 seconds to go, we probably see the field goal unit coming out.
You would think so.
And they do.
Here it comes, yes.
So Oliveira trots out onto the field.
Now, he did miss the one earlier from 40 yards away.
Missed a 40-yarder. He was 4 of 6 on the season, now 4 of 7 with a long of 36. This one's going to be about that long, 37 yards. Oliveira, there's a snap. The kick is up, and that one is no good. He missed it wide right again. Yep. So Oliveira having a tough time kicking for San Francisco. It's a rough day for him. It's the first time all season he's missed 2 kicks in one game. And the Gladiators get a hold right at the end of the half. They'll go in, and they will receive the second half kick, trailing 28-0 after 1 half. Gladiators trying to put something together on offense during the break. And after these messages and a word from all of our sponsors, we'll have the second half kickoff. You are watching Gladiator football right here on NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of Chabot College Basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
You drove all the way up from Los Angeles.
From
We
Los
just heard that.
Angeles.
What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
This broadcast of Chabot College Basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Broadcast of Chabot College Basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. The NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand. Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. The NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand. Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. The NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live and about ready to kick off this second half. It is City College of San Francisco leading the Chabot Gladiators 28-0. I'm Dominic Ariel on the call with Jeremy Hurtago. And so, Jeremy, it was like the defense played so well for Chabot that first quarter and a half, and then it kind of just all unraveled.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it was 14-7, or 14-0 rather. About 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter, and then things kind of snowballed and quickly became a 28-0, and it could have been more. I mean, they missed a field goal, missed a couple field goals, in fact, in the first half. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where the defense has done their job. Offense hasn't really been able to help much, and special teams hasn't been able, even though they had the best play of the first half, still hasn't been able to, move the ball enough to get any points on the board for Chabot. They do get the opening kickoff here in the second half. See what kind of adjustments they made in the locker room as we get ready for the second half of play.
Just a quick little score update for everyone wondering. It is San Mateo up on San Joaquin Delta College. They're up 42-7. So if both scores hold here and there, next week we'll have that game for you on NorCal Sports TV. It'll basically be the Base 6 Conference Championship game. Winner of that will win the conference and will go undefeated. So on the opening kickoff, got a delay game. Yeah.
And it's kind of goes because San Francisco took a while to get back out here. In fact, they got here about 15 seconds left to go on the halftime clock. And things kind of just seem to be out of sorts here.
So they get a squib kick now. It'll go through the upbacks, and it's going to be received by Shackelford. Shackelford up the middle, and he's got a lane. Shackelford, there's flags flying in from everywhere. Shackelford breaks the tackle, and then he fumbled the football. It's loose on the turf. Who's got it? Rams pointing, they do. Trying to unravel the pile. I don't think if Shackelford got hit, that ball just kind of came out.
Yeah, and that's one of those things we talked about. Things just kind of snowballing, right? You have a huge return.
Rams celebrating, and they do. They've got it. The Rams have it. We'll have to check on the flags.
It's a hold against Chabot. It'll get declined, and get a chance to take a look here at the replay.
And it's the kicker, Joseph Oliveira, who comes up with the fumble recovery. He just kind of loses it.
Number 20 kind of makes the play. He strips it from him.
Jalen
Camp there with the strip and the recovery by the kicker. Kicker showing his athleticism, getting down and getting the ball.
Yep.
Because kickers are athletes too, Dominic, even though. So nice forced fumble there on the play, special teams by Camp.
So not the way he wanted to start the half, that's for sure. Especially you think you get the delay game on the kick, so you're like, all right, something's going to go our way. As the handoff goes to Washington, and he stood up at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a half yard, maybe one. Because you think you get the delay game, you're like, okay, a little bit of fortune, and then a really good return, and then you fumble the kick.
And you got to give the shout out to the Terra Nova Pacific High School grad Jalen Camp. I mean, he was downfield, comes all the way back, comes into the play to force the fumble, and then recovered again by the kicker for San Francisco and getting them the ball back here. Chance to add to their lead.
So here's the snap. It's 2nd and 9. Caught by Hale. So Hale with a throw to Crum. Crum's going to go the distance. 2 plays after the fumble, and the Rams are back into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's how quick things can go here for San Francisco. You see the replay here. All day to throw. Steps up, launches a bullet down the seam, wide open. Touchdown, Rams, 34-0, pending the extra point.
So Jeremiah Crum with the touchdown reception of 60 yards on the play. Oliveira's extra point is up and good. So the turnover ends up costing the Gladiators. It's just 2 plays. They go 61 yards, and now it's a extended lead of 35-0. It'll be Gladiator ball right after this.
Sorry.
So the Gladiators fumbled the last kickoff, and then 2 plays. The Rams went right down the field and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, and it was a nice return, too. I mean, yeah, it was going to get called back because of the hold, but it just shows you never quit on a play. If you're the kicking team, you never know what's going to happen.
So Higgins gets a return on the squib kick, and he's got a lane, and he's just tripped up across the 35-yard line. That is one of the positives for the Gladiators in this game, is that they have almost broken numerous kickoff returns.
Yeah, that's the 3rd time now we've seen big returns by Chabot. Now, the negative side is you're getting a lot of chance to return kicks, so you're going to have a lot of kick return yards.
Right.
But right here, if he's just able to step out of that tackle, he might go down the sideline and at least for another 10, 15 yards. So Gladiators, decent field position here, trying to get something going.
Furia in the backfield, spread gun formation. Furia the snap. He's going to look. He's throwing over the middle. It's tipped, and a very nice defensive play there by the linebacker, Tyler Lapolo. The pass was intended for Kerr Stewart.
Yeah, Lapolo from his linebacker position, just reading the eyes, getting in the drop, getting his hands up, almost making a play. Interception. You got to be careful with there if you're the quarterback.
2nd and 10. Cote in the backfield with Furia. He gets the snap. 4 coming. Pressure comes. Furia's hit. The ball's loose. Is it an incomplete pass? It is. Furia's arm was coming forward. So it was crisis averted there for the offense, as putting the pressure on was Werganina.
Yeah, nice job by him getting up there and getting the pressure, knocking down the ball. And again, it sets up a 3rd and long for Chabot.
So 3rd and...
I was thinking about here just a moment ago is for Furia kind of was banged up there at the end of the first half. So you got to kind of make sure he's okay here in the second half.
Rams getting pressure with just 4, too, as well, so they can drop back. Furia, it's a little shovel pass. It's caught, but just wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage is Cote. So he picks up 3. It'll be 4th and 7. And we'll see if the punt unit comes out. It looks like they are.
That's a great play by Nelson Raporte. He, from his defensive line position, he was engaged, saw the flip, comes back and just grabs the running back by one hand, holds on to him, and converts the play, keeping it only to a 3-yard gain. And now it's punt time, and, well, this has been an adventure, to say the least, here so far.
Newton back to kick, and Hochetter just gets it off. Newton's going to wave that left hand for the fair catch. He'll catch it. He actually muffs it, but now he can pick it up and run with it. Oh, no, he can't after the muff. And actually, Chabot got away with one there because that would have went to the house. So the muffed
kick, though.
The muffed punt benefits Chabot after the fair catch, and it will be spotted at the 26-yard line. So that the 6th punt of the game for Hochetter and the Chabot Gladiators.
Yeah, like I said, it's been an adventure. We've seen him over the head. We've seen him bounce back there. We've seen him run around and then having to kick it. I mean, it's not been the cleanest of special teams units there for the punt team. That time, though, with a beautiful high kick and got a new quarterback in for San Francisco.
And you wonder if this is probably not injury-related. Teddy Boris. Boris gets the snap. He's just going to hand this thing off. And a good cutback run up the middle and a gain of 12 and a first down. Nicely done there.
Big hole there for the new running back in the game as well on the
I think
play.
it's Nathan Iscanter.
You see just a straight run play. Nice job by the offensive line. Get up to second level. Picking up an easy first down. Start the drive for San Francisco.
So Iscanter in the backfield with Boris. Boris gets the snap. Toss play. Iscanter trying to stretch it out to the outside. Good. Retreating by the Gladiators, and it's a gain of nothing, so no gain on the play.
And nice job there by the defensive back. Number 1 for Chabot come up making the play.
So in at quarterback is number 8, Teddy Boris, 6'2", freshman from California High School. He comes in. He's played in 6 of their games so far this season. He's got 283 yards, 3 touchdowns to 2 picks. Completion percentage of 52.6. There's a snap, and he fumbles the snap. It's on the ground. He picks it up. He's trying to throw it, but this is a fumble. This could be a scoop and score. 20, 15, 10, 5. That's in for the Gladiator touchdown. It's the big man. Scoop and score. It's Opeti Fungupu.
Absolutely, and you see here on the replay just a bad snap, or it hits him in the hands, and then Fatupo just takes it away from him and says, give me that, I'm out, to the house. Big guy touchdown, gotta love it, as he gets in the end zone and celebrates. Getting Chabot on the scoreboard.
So Fangupu, the scoop and score. Well, not really a scoop. The ball never hit the ground. He just ripped that thing right out.
Like it was his, lunch money.
It was loose and untouched. He runs into the end zone.
Now Chabot having issues getting guys on the field for the extra point.
Gladiators on the board after the defensive touchdown. And now you wonder if you see maybe they put Hale back in the game.
Oh, bad snap on the extra point.
Bad snap. They're going to try and just fly it up, and it's through the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So that was not a fake. Unless
extra point.
Unless they try to do the same thing with the punt. They're like, we can make a mistake into a 2-point conversion. The Gladiators are on the board. It's 35-6.
Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. The NCS-TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
After the Gladiators get their defensive touchdown, putting points up on the board. A bad snap on the extra point. Makes it just a 35-6 ball game.
So that's how the comeback started, with a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, right.
If you had that on your bingo card today, then you're an instant winner.
So there's a pooch kick, and it's returned. A little bit of a seam, but nothing really there. Rams trying to push their man forward. It's Mahassan, but can't get too far to the 38-yard line, as he's wrestled down by the kick coverage team. And out comes the defense.
Yeah, and looking to see who's going to come out on the offensive side here for the Rams. I think you got to decide to put that second team unit. I think you got to give them another shot there, even though they did create the turnover.
And they are going to stick with – they're actually going to bring in a third quarterback of the game, it looks like. Yep, now they're bringing in their third quarterback of the game. That's Zach Miller. He'll come in. Miller gets the snap. He's going to look. He's going to try and throw. Pressure comes. He's going to escape the pocket. Now throw it downfield. That's a good throw, and that's an even better catch.
Nice pickup there by number 80.
Second
time
throw.
we've called his name tonight.
Yep.
That's Johnson. Johnson, the one that had that nice little toe tap catch in the first half, and we had a player down behind the play.
Looks like it could be another cramping because he's moving rather well right now, just trying to stretch out that legs.
Jackson.
Stretch out those legs, yeah.
Sorry, Cam Johnson, the freshman out of Menlo Atherton High School, making the play. Quarterback Jack Miller is a sophomore at San Rafael.
Yep, Miller's played in 4 games so far this season. He only has 16 pass attempts for 159 yards, just 1 touchdown, no picks, 75% completion percentage. Down on the play was Callan Ivy, but he's getting up. It looked like from a cramp from the jump. That's what we thought from up
Stretching
here.
that leg out. And this is a great opportunity for San Francisco to get some playing time for some of the second-tier guys, third-tier guys. Because sophomore quarterback, you're looking, hey, I just got to get some film. Got to get some game time films. Someone can see me, give me a shot to play somewhere.
So Miller in at quarterback. It's a run right up the middle. That's a really good stretch play. And a gain of 15 and a first down. So
Nathan Iskander on the carry there out of Hillside, San Mateo. Big run again for San Francisco.
I was surprised even on the first play of this drive and that last drive that they were trying to throw the football there. You thought maybe with the backup quarterbacks in, you'd take the air out of the ball a little bit. There's a snap. There's a handoff. It's a close miss exchange as Kander in the backfield picks up 4. That's one of the other things, too, with these backup quarterbacks. They may not get a lot of reps handing off the football, and we saw a little bobbled exchange on that play.
Yeah, I mean, when you get the defense or the different guys in there, you're mix and match and different cadences, different guys, like you said, hand the football off. It's just a little bit of difference. So it's again, something you got to get a chance to work on because, especially at this level, you're one play away from being the guy.
Miller going to get the snap. He's going to roll out to the right. Now he's going to stop. He's stepping up in the pocket. He's going to throw it to the end zone. He's got a man back there, and it is incomplete. Pass was intended for Mahassan, but it was broken up at the very last second.
Yeah, Douglas Turner Jr. back there to make the play for San Mateo. Good job of staying with it. And I really like, though, the way that the quarterback, Miller, there stepped up in the pocket, wasn't looking to run, saw a guy open and showed off the arm. Again, we're talking about things that you're looking for as a third-string quarterback at a JC level. You're looking to when I get in, I'll make a play. I don't want to just hand the ball off. I want to go ahead and show off the cannon, and he did there.
So 3rd and 6 now. Miller changing the play at the line. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Miller gets a snap. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle and breaking a tackle and looking for a lot more. There's his Cantor inside the 10. He's down at about the 6-yard line.
Scanner, nice job of just getting there and making one cut and going, getting upfield. You see here on the replay, good job of blocking. Great job by that offensive line again, getting up to that second level, creating a seam. And then there for the tackle again was number 1, Yoshef, out there making the play for the Gladiators, keeping it from being a touchdown.
1st and goal from the 5, yet again in the red area for the Rams. Miller their snap. It's a play-action pass. They're looking for somebody. Players collide, so he's looking into the end zone. He's going to throw, and it's dropped in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, Johnson there. That time unable to come away with it. It came open late there. Is running out all the way across the field, as you see here on the replay. Just coming into your screen in the late second, has a chance to make the touchdown, and then instantly knows, that one I should have made. Was able to make the amazing catch at the end of the first half on the sideline.
Right.
That one right there, though, is the one that's just a routine catch that you think, I got to make this 10 out of 10. And
looking just
hits
to
the hands
watch it
and drops.
in.
Yep.
Rams now on 2nd and goal. They break the huddle at 7 seconds. Let's see if they just go straight handoff. It's a high snap. They give it to Iskander. He's going to fight for yards. He's down to the 1. No signal yet. Now it is touchdown. He fought for that extra yard, turning those legs and pounding it into the end zone. And the Rams answer with a very good drive to put the points back on the boards.
He almost lost the football there on the play. Landed right back in his lap, it looked like, though. So, again, Rams living right, getting the score and keeping the possession there.
Oliveira's extra point is up and good. 8:33 to go, third quarter. The Rams get that touchdown right back. It's 42-6. You're watching Gladiator football right here on NorCal Sports TV. Oliveira ready to kick this thing back off to the Gladiators. Trying to get something going offensively. Nothing doing. The only touchdown, a defensive touchdown, a scoop and score by Pangupu. And it's touched by the up back and downed at the 20. I think you'd like to let that just roll back to one of your return men. As it's jumped on top of at the 20-yard line. And here comes the Gladiator offense, led by the quarterback, Colby Furia.
So, Dom, I'm curious here. So how do I get notified if NorCal Sports TV is doing a game that I want to watch?
So you go on YouTube and you hit that bell right next to that subscribe button. You hit the subscribe button, though. You want to hit that and then hit that bell. You want to do both.
Thank you. Thanks. I was kind of wondering about that. Can I go back and watch games if you guys did before?
Of course. Yes. Go under that live little tab. Hand off to Cote. He's going to gain 2. You go into that live tab, and all those games are all underneath there.
So, like tonight's basketball game, I can go and watch that on NorCal Sports TV.
Absolutely.
Tonight, right?
Or you can watch it tomorrow if there's a break in some of the football games. Or with the way that some of those primetime NFL games are, you can watch one of these games because those have not been that great.
Yeah, I was just curious. College basketball season getting underway, you know.
Right.
Got to get that hoops in somehow, right?
Of course. A lot of big in the NCAA level and junior college level, of course. A lot of tournament matches going on in this November slot. A lot of teams have 2 or 3 tournaments going. Furia gets the snap, stun up front. They're going to throw it down the field. It's overthrown, and it is incomplete for the intended receiver. No one really open on that play. Furia, you can see, just kind of trying to get rid of it before he gets hit.
Speaking of basketball, weren't you doing some basketball games the last couple of days here?
Yeah, you can go back and watch those on NorCal Sports TV, of course.
We got the championship game tonight at 6 o'clock between
championship
Chabot and
game tonight,
City. We'll be
Fresno
doing that
City,
game as well.
And then we'll have all of the Chabot Gladiator home games on NorCal Sports TV. Their home schedule for the regular season non-conference will start in December, is when we'll have all those games. I think they have a 4-game homestand too. Furia throws, and it's almost intercepted. That was a great job at the bottom of the screen. It was deflected by Charles Cox the third, just closing in on that football and breaking it up.
And again, quick 3 and out for Chabot. Punt team comes on. And once again, this isn't the time to go get a snack because you never know what's going to happen with the special teams unit. Hopefully
Absolutely.
They got the snap figured out.
And last time they punted it away, it was fair caught. It's Newton back there again. We'll see if he tries to fair catch this one because that could be a hot cheddar. Does get it away. It's a really good kick. And Newton's going to let this bounce. It takes a good Gladiator bounce, and that's actually a really good punt. Down at the 30-yard line, it'll roll out of bounds.
Absolutely. With all the problems they've had, that one was a boomer. Good, nice kick there by Chabot, number 11, Ian.
Hot cheddar.
Hot cheddar, thank you.
That was That was the best kick of the game so far for him, for sure. And, I mean, it also starts with the snap. Once you get a good snap that's right into your chest, you can really tee one up.
Yeah, it helps when you know where the ball's going to be and you're not wondering is it going to be
a couple of them he's had to be a first baseman and have to scoop it up and then get rid of that thing. So after the 7th punt of the game for the Gladiators, the Rams offense comes back out and another new quarterback in, but it looks like it is Barajas, and looks like they may just switch series back and forth. They're just going to flip-flop, as that's going to be the first carry of the game for Ellis Berger.
And then we got a little pushing and shoving going on over here, and I've never seen this before.
Yeah, look at that.
San Francisco City, they all took a knee and just said, "Get out!" Not us.
They huddled up, took a knee, and are putting their hands up like we're not getting another penalty.
And it was actually the number 4 for Chabot, Douglas Turner Jr. that seemed like he was the initiation. And
there's another penalty.
And 40. I've never seen this before.
No, and it looked like number 41 on the Gladiators. That's going to be Son Oatuva. It looked like he ripped the mouthpiece off the face mask of the man down for the Rams.
It's Johnson that's
down.
It
is Johnson.
And now you got the coach for the Gladiators out there trying to talk to the officials, and
so.
Not sure exactly. Like I said,
I've really not sure what's going on.
Been around football for a long time. I've never seen anything like this before.
What we do know is Cantor had a 10-yard rush. So here's the penalty. It's unsportsmanlike, definitely on Chabot. And
second one is on San Francisco. So those are going to be offsetting. And
so they're both after the play, so the play will stand for a first down and then offsetting penalties.
Yeah, now San Francisco is wanting to know, what do we do to get a penalty? Because their coach is over there talking to the official now saying, we were not anywhere near anything going on. Regardless, this gives us a chance to kind of see some scores maybe.
That's something good, though, to coach up your team. If there's any type of scuffle, everybody take a knee and get out of the way. That's Jimmy Collins, the head coach for City College. He is not happy with the officials. As we'll check in on some scores around Northern California here, as it is still a lead for San Mateo, still at 42-7. Fresno City is tied with Reedley. American River has a 46-7 lead over Sierra. Sacramento City 34-7 over Contra Costa. And Butte has a 35-0 lead over Feather River. And a couple of other games that will be happening tonight as well. As there's a snap, it's a run, and taken down for a gain of about 4.
So after all that, it's 2nd and 6 now.
As on the rush there. On the rush there was Ellis Berger. He's been in the game getting a couple more carries now, as is Kander. As checked out, there's a snap. Boris is going to look. He's going to throw. Quick little out route. That's going to be caught, and that's thrown down. That's Cam Johnson who made the catch and picked up a first down.
Yeah, Johnson, as soon as he makes a catch and gets thrown down, the Chabot sideline gets a little cheer and then a little energy going there. So,
and you can definitely see that City College is starting to take the air out of the football a little bit. They're going to not snap this thing. They didn't break the huddle till 8 seconds, so they're not going to snap this thing till there's 1 or 2 seconds left on the play clock. leading 42-6. There's a snap. Boris is going to look. He's going to be hit and wrapped up in the backfield. So he's hit and dropped. It's a sack. It's Otavia again, who was just in on that little scuffle. He gets the sack.
Yeah, nice job by Otavia, too. He gets break by the right tackle, who wasn't even ready for the play to start, and gets around him and makes a nice sack in the backfield.
It's a loss of six, and it's the second Chabot sack of the ball game. They've got 10 on the season, so make that 12 for the Gladiators. There's a snap. Boris is going to look. He's just going to throw it to the back. That's going to be caught, and fighting for extra yards. A really good effort there by the running back, Berger. He's going to be short by about 2.5 yards, so that'll bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3rd and 2.
Yep, 3rd and 2.
Still, good job at just hitting the back out of the backfield on a little swing route. And then he just keeps his legs moving. He runs through the attempted tackle. Turner gets up near the first down yardage.
Berger still in the backfield. Boris looking. Boris gets a snap. He's going to look. He's got a man open deep. It's thrown it to him, and it is caught inside the 5-yard line. What a miraculous catch there. It's one-on-one coverage. They like to go deep on those short plays. It's Richard Felder Jr. with his first catch of the game.
Yeah, this was a great catch and throw, but watch the back out of the backfield pick up this blitzing linebacker. Comes over and just puts him down. Allows the quarterback to throw the football and make the play.
That was a dime by Boris, just dropping it right in the bucket. And that's on those short yardage. We saw those on 4th and short, 3rd and short. They just like to take that deep shot because they know they'll have the one-on-one coverage. There's a handoff to Berger, and he's going to walk into the end zone pretty much untouched for another Ram touchdown. And now there's another scrap down here in the corner of the end zone. It's Justice Breston for the Gladiators. Got totally mixed up in the corner. He got blocked to the ground, and he got up and took very much exception to that. He was working on Brandon Newton.
And then he just gets in it with his own teammate, so things falling apart here before Chabot.
I don't know if one of our cameras caught that scuffle down there.
Neither one of them had it. They were on the play.
So the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff for sure, but they got to talk about this. We could possibly see an ejection.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. The officials got to do something here to kind of control this.
Yep.
And if you're San Francisco, you really don't want that because hey, you got
a game next week.
Week against San Mateo. So it's one of those things you got to control your emotions.
Our cameras didn't pick it up, but the block went to the ground, and then when Breston got up, then that's when that was when Newton did what they just did down here, just put his hands straight up, and then Breston brought him down to the ground and then stood over him and threw him down. And then that's where the 2 flags came in super late.
Yeah, and multiple flags. So it could be multiple penalties, too. We'll see. The officials still taking some time to talk about this.
I would assume there has to be some type of ejection here with this being talked about so long.
Now the Rams going to the sideline. Gladiators going to the sideline. We'll see here, officials coming to talk to the coaches on the Gladiator sideline as well.
So they're talking to head coach Fanene right now. We'll see. I mean, I would personally think you got to get somewhat control and stabilization in this game and make this an example.
We still got a quarter left to play.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be ugliness the rest of the game if
you
don't do something to kind of control things.
But I could also see the argument there if you're head football coach Jimmy Collins, if you're San Francisco, you don't want this to be a double. Both these guys are out, because then you have one of your wide receivers not there for the next game.
Right. So we'll see how, again, they're still talking here on the sideline.
So we're awaiting a signal here.
Here we go. Dead ball.
As
Sportsmanlike conduct. San Francisco.
Jimmy
He's
Collins, the head coach, he has been ejected.
Oh, not against San Francisco. I'm sorry, against the Gladiators. Yes.
So both head coaches are standing in the middle of the field at the 35-yard line right now, talking to the officials. So we're seeing it's really hard when the referees don't have a mic, to get on the PA system, trying to get kind of the story here from the officials. So now the coaches separate in the middle of the field.
San Francisco bringing his team together.
And both coaches. You do wonder that, because you could end it right here, but I'm assuming that both coaches could be telling their teams, listen,
knock it off.
One more, because now I feel like what the officials could have done there would have been just, hey, if there's any more scuffles, there's no more penalties. It's you're gone. Yep, done. So the coaches have brought both teams together. I've been doing these games for a couple years now. I don't think I've seen anything like this before.
No, and I'm glad. It looks like we are going to get some more football, but it really is a situation where you guys that are on the back end of the roster, this is their chance to get some game time experience and play, and that's the way you don't want them to come in and be like, hey, it's my time to take a cheap shot on somebody and then you get in trouble. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to cost your teammates. It kind of just settle things down here as our coaching staff say, hey, let's just play ball. Don't get involved in any of the extracurricular activities.
So Oliveira is on to kick the extra point. So I think we are getting confirmation now, and it is for sure Justice Breston, the defensive back for the Gladiators, has been ejected from the ball game after that. So the extra point was up and good. 3:59 to go in the third quarter. It's a 49-6 Rams lead. After the penalty and ejection, the Rams kick off from the 50. Back to receive it is Higgins and Garcia, but I don't think they'll get a chance to return this, as Oliveira almost splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gladiators have had 8 drives, 7 punts, and a fumble. And a fumbled kickoff return as well. So tough go of it for the offense. The defense having their only points of the game on a scoop and score by Fungupu. As Faria still in the ball game as the Gladiator quarterback. As we'll see if the offense can kind of move the ball. Faria gets the snap. He's looking. Pressure coming. They only rush 4. Faria is going to go down. They had Manny Higgins wide open down the seam, and he just couldn't find him as he's wrapped up and sacked on the play.
TJ Pagawa coming in, making the tackle for San Francisco. Number 57. Getting to the quarterback. Like you said, they only brought 4, and 2 of them got to the quarterback. And now we got to change at quarterback for Chabot. Number 14, Harris coming in.
So Harris now in the game at quarterback. Here's Nekawesh. Nekawesh is going to throw. It's going to be caught on the play. Nicely done. It's Smith Jr. getting the sack yardage back at the very least. So it'll bring up 3rd and 10. So quarterback Herrick Nekawesh, freshman from Irvington High School. He's played in 4 games so far this season. 98 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. 43.5% completion percentage. He's only 10 of 23 on the season. So he's in at quarterback. 3rd and 10. Cote in the backfield. The lefty gets the snap. He's looking downfield. Now he's just going to throw a bomb. It's a jump ball, 1-on-1, and it is incomplete. Pass was intended for Higgins. Couple of gray jerseys in coverage. And here comes the punt unit and Hot Cheddar.
Yeah, double coverage out there, throws it up, and really didn't have a chance to make the play. No. Was the receiver Higgins. Fortunate it falls on the ground and didn't get picked.
So Hot Cheddar into punt. It looks like Trayvon West is back to receive. And he's going to catch it, and he's going to be thrown down. Good punt coverage there on a good punt. And the Gladiators with one of their better punts of the day, as it is their 8th of the ball game, 3rd of the second half, or 3rd of this third quarter.
Good coverage there by Maurice Smith Jr. making the tackle for the Gladiators on special teams. Got to give him a shout out.
So the Base 6 conference schedule wrapping up. Next week we will have a conference championship game. It's looking like with both scores trending towards getting out of hand. San Francisco, San Mateo, both 3-0 in the conference. There's a snap. It's a run up the middle. Bouncing off tackles. Oh, what a run this is. Look out. Fighting for extra yards. And that is an unbelievable play. Just bouncing off tackles, accelerating through as Ellis Berger taking full. I'm loving these carries, and I'm going to take them all, really, here in the second half.
No, absolutely. And right here, bang. Comes up, doesn't wrap up, does the defender, and the running back says, okay, that was nice, thanks. Just slides over, picks up another 12 on the play.
So San Francisco, being the number 1 team in the state, they are 8-0 on the season. San Mateo is 7-1. Their only loss coming to Butte, but they're both going to be undefeated in conference play, so the conference championship will be next week. Berger trying to string that run outside, but no hole really opened up, so it's just a gain of 2. And the Gladiators will have the Battle of 880 next week, and that'll be at Laney, of course. As we're closing in on the final minute of the third quarter. San Mateo did extend their lead 48-7 now. Miller gets a snap. It's just going to be a quick throw out to the outside. It's going to be caught and wrapped up and thrown down at the end of the play. Good tackling there by Chabot. That's good coverage on the little screen route. As making his first catch of the game is Bruce Opacera. So 20 seconds play clock and the game clock differential, so this should be the final play of the third quarter. We've had some fireworks in between the whistles, one ejection, and a lengthy delay. As Miller getting direction from the sideline, he drops back, he's going to look, throwing over the middle, it's a man wide open, trying to make the diving play. He had Richard Felder Jr. wide open for a touchdown, but he overthrew him.
Yeah, and the quarterback that time takes a shot right as he lets go of the football. Late up the middle pressure, right in his face, just out of the screen, and then again just out of the hands of the outstairs diving receiver there for San Francisco, Richard Felder.
So it'll be fourth down, though with the clock stopping after the incomplete pass. So 4th and 5. Miller gets the snap. He's going to look. He drops back. He's looking, throwing the curl route. That's going to be caught, and that will be a first down with the forward progress. Cam Johnson picks it up. As that should be the end of the third quarter. I would think they run this, and they will. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, the Gladiators trail the Rams 49-6. We'll have the final 15 minutes of our ball game coming up after these messages. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Chabot College, as we're just about set and ready to go for the final quarter of Chabot Gladiator football here on NorCal Sports TV for the season, as they wrap up their season next week on the road against Laney. Still in the game for City College of San Francisco is quarterback Jack Miller. And it's 1st and 10 to start the quarter from the 28-yard line. Miller getting the snap. He's going to hand it off to Berger. Berger's got a lane. He's going to bust through. He's going to make one cut, maybe a second jump cut, and pick up the first down. It's a gain of 13. Good vision there from the running back, Berger.
Yeah, and I would be shocked to see if San Francisco throw the football much here in the fourth quarter. I would think they'd be happy. Just run the ball, keep the clock moving, and let's get out of here. Right. Get onto that section or that
conference championship
game next week.
And you noticed, I mean, they pulled their starters at the end of the first quarter, or the first half, rather, just knowing that you can't risk anything, as they were probably assuming San Mateo was going to win too. I obviously don't know if they checked the scores or not, but you were assuming that they were going to win. Yeah. There's a snap. It's a delayed handoff. Now it's a play action pass. Miller looking. He's got a man open in the end zone. He's going to throw it late, and it's through the hands of the defender and caught in the back of the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, but I think he was across the line of scrimmage when he threw the football.
So Brandon Newton caught it in the end zone, and it is an illegal
man downfield. Oh, there's multiple penalties.
Yeah,
yes.
An eligible man downfield and illegal forward pass. So wipe the points off the board. No touchdown after there was the illegal formation penalty declined, and then the illegal forward pass was accepted.
Who caught the touchdown? Number what? Who caught it?
So we'll back them up 5 and lose a down as well. That's like what we talked about in that first half with those RPOs. Those linemen think that you're going to give, and they're trying to get to that second level, trying to block the linebackers, but when you keep it and throw it, Berger bouncing it to the outside. Good stiff arm in the backfield. Gets back to the initial line of scrimmage, so it should be 3rd and 10. After the gain of 5.
Yeah, and you're in field goal range here, too, so you don't want to turn the ball over. You can kick a field goal if you so choose, but I wouldn't be shocked to see them just try and go for it on 4 downs here.
Probably. Give the defense a chance to stop you, because I feel like if you take the points here, you're looking like you're running it up.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, it's a tough decision. And
But then again, we were going to keep saying it, though. We don't want to keep repeating it, but with a conference championship game tomorrow, maybe you do try your kicker out there. He's missed twice today, so maybe it's a get-right kick. Miller's going to look, rush up the middle. He breaks one tackle in the backfield. He's not going to break the second. Fangupu gets the sack, and he's down on the field. And he's going to be helped up, so he'll be credited with the sack. So he's got a touchdown and a sack on his sophomore afternoon. As they do send the kick unit out. So Oliveira on. This is a 33-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and that one is good right down the middle. So Oliveira gets right and splits the uprights to make it 52-6. 12:47 to go in our ball game. We'll be right back. The Gladiator return team will come out, and their offense will maybe get a shot to try and write the script here with 8 punts in the ball game up to this point. Just one drive hasn't been a punt, and that ended up being a fumble on the first play right at the end of the first half. Oliveira is going to squib it. Might as well let that go out of bounds, which they do. So it will be Gladiator ball at the 40.
we'll see who comes out to play quarterback for the Gladiator. I think it's going to still be the
Markowicz,
backup
yeah.
quarterback. Yeah, Harris coming out. And actually, I think what's happened is San Mateo says, or not San Mateo, that Gladiator's going to say, hey, we want you to re-kick it. Our best thing tonight has been the kickoff return. If you're going to kick it out of bounds, we'll move you back 5 yards and make you kick it again and see if we can pop one on the return.
So they're kicking out of bounds, and that'll back them up 5. And we'll see if they'll probably try and do that. They've been doing that squib kick Oliveira has this whole second half, and one of them was almost housed. So we'll see if he tries to angle it again or just kick this right up the middle, which he does. And if you're an up back there, I think you just got to let that go to the return man, because now it's worse field position than a touchback unless they're going to give him the 25.
Well, and then you turn double down the ball at the 40 on the kick out of bounds. to give it at the 25.
So you lose 15 yards there.
You lose 15 yards by taking the penalty.
So a little bit of a weird sequence of events there as Narcowesh will come on. Narcowesh gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Cote, and he is met in the backfield and stuffed. It's a loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play.
Yeah, some Solomon Pope coming in from the defensive line position, making the play for San Francisco. He was all over it from a defensive end position. You see him here at the bottom of the screen. Nobody blocks him. Easy to make a play when nobody touches you, right? I mean, that's one of those things.
It's just one of those struggles that Chabot's had all season running the football. When you have guys unblocked in a gun run, I mean, you're going to at least get touched in the backfield. It's whether you break the tackle or not. Puts the running backs in a tough position. 2nd and 13. Nekowesh is going to roll out. He's going to dump it off to Cote in the backfield. He's going to catch it and try and move those legs and push forward. Got a little help from the offensive line. You got some good yardage there out to the 30-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
Romero Tagada on the tackle for San Francisco. Another guy you don't get to hear his name called a lot, so shout out to him making a decent defensive play there, creating a 3rd and medium.
3rd and 5. Narcowesh is going to get the snap. 4-man rush. It's picked up. He's going to throw, dump it off to Cote again. He's going to pick up the first down. He's going to spin away from one tackle, stumble forward for a gain of 4 more. So it's a Gladiator first down. They'll move the chains.
Yeah, back-to-back little dump off in the middle of the field. Now San Francisco playing pretty loose
Off
coverage there.
Keep everything in front of you type
Yeah,
of.
not worried about the little 5-yard passes. They'll give those up all day long. As Gallardo comes up and makes the tackle for San Francisco. But it does create a first down. Only, I believe, the second so far on offense that they've
second
had.
or third one. That one of them's been penalties. A couple of them have actually been penalties. Narcowesh is going to throw it to Cote again. Just trying to gain some positive yards. He does, and then runs over a safety. Puts his shoulder down. Gains 3 on the play.
Swing pass once again, just out of the backfield. Just nice, easy read for the quarterback. You run everybody off, let him clear, and then you dump it to the back. It's really an easy read, an easy play. It's
2nd and 7. 7 to go on the play clock. Man in motion, Stewart. Nekowesh gets the snap. He's going to look. He looked like he wanted the quick throw. Now he's going to roll out left. He's looking. He's got a man. Now he's going to take off and run. And he is hit and dropped. And the Gladiator bench looks like they wanted a penalty for a face mask. They're not going to get one. So a gain of 2.
Look here. He should have gone right now. Instead he waits, and then bad things happen. Everybody rallies up. And I don't really see a face mask in the replay there, but brings up a 3rd and 5.
So down on the field for the Rams is William Helm, the defensive lineman. And with a break in the action right now due to injury, we'll take a break up here as well. 9:37 to go. We'll have a Gladiator 3rd down coming up right after this. Good to see Helm get up and walk off under his own power. So 3rd and 5 now. After the quarterback run. And the Gladiator bench was still working the officials. They wanted that face mask penalty, and they weren't going to get it. So Nekoesh gets the snap, but whistle's blowing.
Timeout, San Francisco.
And the San Francisco City will take a timeout. It looked like they had a late guy coming on the field for possibly a substitution issue there. So there's a timeout on the field. We'll take a break up here too as well. Third down coming up.
Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics. Chabot College Football. Learn more about our program at athletics.chabotcollege.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. The NCS-TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th grade boys and girls. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp to learn more and to register. And meeting rooms on demand.
After the Rams timeout, 3rd and 5 for the Gladiator offense. Nekoesh gets it. They're trying to set up the screen to Cote. They do get it. He's going to not break that tackle. It looked like he may have slipped it, but he's down at the line of scrimmage. It's no gain on the play. It'll be 4th and 5.
Great play by Edward Henry coming up making the play out of the DB position for San Francisco, just getting enough of the foot to bring down the running back on the screen pass there, and now it's 4th and 5. And if you're Chabot, you might as well go for it, right? What do you got to lose?
Yep, then they are going to go for it.
Might make a long count here, try and get on the jump off side maybe.
They had that earlier in the game when they went on 2. They did have them jump, but they also moved on everybody but the center, really. But they're just clean. They're going to get the snap. He's going to look. He's going to dump it off. It's blocked. It's tipped, and that's going to be intercepted. No, the ball hit the ground. It's incomplete. But no matter what, it'll be Rams' ball.
Yeah, and again, defensive linemen just getting their hands up in the passing lanes. As you see right here on the replay, real quick there.
So the turnover on downs. As again, they just tried to do a little dump off to Cote right there and see if he can break a couple of tackles and pick it up. But the ball never got to him.
So if things hold true to form, Rams quarterback should be number 8, Teddy Boras, coming back in.
Yep, he is. So, yeah, that second half, they're just flipping series between the two. Like you said earlier, trying to get some, I'm sure trying to help these guys get some
absolutely.
film.
You got to get them film somehow or another, get them some experience.
As there's the handoff and a pickup of about 3, maybe 4. It's Luis Contreras getting his first carries of the game, freshman from Lincoln High School. So now they're mixing in all the backs too as well. But seeing that he's a freshman, probably carry over to next season as well. And also, I'm sure, trying to keep this clock moving. Because as San Francisco, you probably don't even want this many plays. It's just the more chance of somebody to get injured. So you want this clock to just run. Contreras on the carry. He's going to pick up the first down. Good, strong run there. As they're actually going to mark him. Well, one judge is coming in. One came across the line. The other one was short by 2 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 2. Most likely see a give to Contreras again. 3rd and 2, even though they have taken a couple shots on 3rd and short in this game. Borges looks at the sideline. Boris gets the snap. He's going to look to throw. He's going to throw in the flat, and it's low and incomplete. So the pass was intended for number 84, Bruce Apacera. And that'll bring up 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Interesting call there. You knew obviously you're going to go for it then if you're going to throw it on 4th.
Why not run it, yeah.
Hey, we're going to go for it on 4th down and we don't pick it up. I expect some kind of zone read look here.
Boris looking at the sideline. 10 to go on the play clock, so they've got plenty of time in the formation. There's the snap. He's going to look. It's going to be a quick slant, and it's going to be caught again. And fighting for extra yards, carrying a man for at least 15 yards. What an effort there from Cam Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson been impressive. Again, with that toe tap catch in the end of the first half. And coming out here in the second half, being the go-to guy in the second half.
And he caught that ball for maybe a gain of 7 and then carried the defender for another 10 just on his back.
No, absolutely. He was trying to get in the end zone there.
1st and 10 from the 13. There's a snap. It's going to be a give to Contreras. Contreras picking his way through the offensive line. He broke one tackle but then was stood up at the 6-yard line. So a good gain on first down to inch their way closer into the end zone. So a gain of 7 officially. Contreras still in the backfield. Boris gets the snap, hands it to Contreras. He tries to put his shoulder down, but he's not really going anywhere. Gain of 2, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 1. As in on the stop was Jordan Graham. And then once he made the initial hit to stand him up, a bunch of defenders came in as well. So 3rd and 1 for the Rams offense. At the 4, need to get to the 3. There's a snap. It's going to be a fade to the back of the end zone. It's thrown, and it's incomplete. Trying to go up with the one hand was Johnson, but he couldn't come down with it. And it actually looked like he had an opportunity to go up with 2.
Yeah, we take a look at the replay here. Ball's thrown. I don't think if it goes up with 2, he might catch it.
Yeah, I think maybe he thought the defender was a lot closer than he thought. But there looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. They can pick up a first down. They don't need to get it into the end zone here. There's a snap. It's going to be a play-action fake to Contreras. Boris is going to roll out. He should get the first down, and he's actually just going to walk into the end zone for another Ram touchdown.
Yeah, good job here selling the fake run to the right side. See him get outside. Nobody there on outside contain. It goes inside, and then he just walks into the end zone for another touchdown, making it 58-6 Rams.
Got a good block from the wide receiver. Walked in untouched. As the extra point team is back out. Oliveira's kick is up and right down the middle. It stays true. 4:57 to go in our ball game. It is a 59-6 Gladiator lead. After the Rams timeout to extend their lead. Oliveira on. Another squib kick. And we got to have the upbacks try to not touch those balls as it is returned and wrapped up. As taking it was the upback. He's actually listed here as a defensive lineman. That's Callan Ivey who grabbed it. And I'm very surprised that they haven't told those upbacks just to stay away from the football and let it roll back to the playmaker's hands. Because they're losing field position when they do that too.
And he came off the field a little gimpy too. It looked like he got his ankle rolled up. So
they'll start their drive on their own 27-yard line. It's been a punt fest for Hot Cheddar and the Chabot Gladiator offense as Cote will get the rush. He got across the line of scrimmage, gained maybe 2, maybe 3 before he was met by a slew of defenders. So just a gain of 3 on the play. And we had a whistle.
Yeah, the clock wasn't running.
Okay. There's a snap. He's going to look. It's going to be a quick slant, and it's broken up. Nicely done there. Pass was a little bit behind the intended receiver, but it's Garnell Wills Jr. with the pass breakup. It'll bring up 3rd and long. Pass was intended for Malachi Malay. As Furia is back in the game at quarterback. Hot Cheddar's going to not get the snap. Furia is going to keep it. He's going to try and run to the outside, and he's wrapped up. It's a loss of 4, maybe 5, and that'll bring up 4th and long.
Another good play there by Edward Henry, coming up and making the play from his defensive back position. And like you said, it's a quick 3 and out again.
A little bit surprising with the play call that you bring in your starting quarterback to do a zone read.
Yeah, he was using that whole drive, but it's, one of those things where you might not want him to be the guy that takes those extra hits.
Hot Cheddar back to kick it. And back to receive is Daytwan Pearson. And he muffed it, and he got right back on it. It didn't look like he was ready to be the one to be back there, but they just kind of threw him back there. But jumped on top of it, so it's just like a fair catch. They'll have the ball at the 36-yard line, will the Rams, with 3:38 to go. And I would assume that this will be the last drive of the game.
Run.
Yeah. Can't quite kneel this thing out. Maybe with two first downs if they use the clock wisely. So yeah, ever since that second scrum we had and the meetings with the coaches, we haven't had any extracurriculars after that.
Yeah, which is good. You don't want to see that. Never want to see that if you're a football fan.
There's a snap, and it's just a run right up the middle. So, run by Berger, who's back in the game for the Rams. He's the running back now. Just a gain of 2 on the play. He's not running this clock really all the way down. They snap it at 10. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, as it's a good rush by Miller, a gain of 3. We'll give him 4, so that'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, good penetration there by a defensive lineman for the Chabot. Blew that play up, forced the quarterback to keep it and take off running with it.
So Miller tried a hard count there to just try and pick up the first down. via penalty. Resets, high snap. He's going to look to throw, and it's going to be caught right at the first down marker and breaking tackles. And how about a couple more? He wants to find the end zone. Look at this. What a great play there, and it's just runs after catch by Bruce Operessa.
He got knocked out of bounds on the play, but not before picking up a big chunk of yardage.
So that's the first down they needed. I'm really actually surprised they threw the ball there too. But when they had a guy running wide open, I guess why not? As there's a snap, it's another rush. It's a pretty big hole, but he is swallowed up as he crossed the line of scrimmage there. That was a good hard rush by Berger, but a good hit. Gain of 3 on the play. One more first down, and they should be able to kneel this thing out as Miller's going to keep it. As Miller's going to stay in bounds. You'd like probably as a head coach there, you'd like to see him just slide instead of stop right before running out of bounds. But he did lose one. So it'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, but you really could almost just take a knee here and the game would be over.
Yeah.
You got
It'd be pretty close. If you run this play clock all the way down, you should be able to take a snap and then just kind of hold it and chuck it out of bounds. But they're going to snap it at 5 seconds. It's just going to be another quick throw. And that's caught. Operessa going to get the first down, and that will end the ball game. So Operessa picks up the first down, and that should do it. They don't need to snap it anymore. Play clock is turned off. And it looks like they're lining up, but they won't snap it yet. Now the teams will separate. So the home schedule for the Chabot Gladiators will come to an end. And the number 1 team in the state really showed you why they are that number 1 team in the state. Just an all-around great performance.
Yeah, they struggled a little bit to start with, and I think we're going to credit that to Chabot's defense. I thought it was a pretty good effort for about a quarter and a half. And then thanks to the snowball, and it kind of just got out of hand.
Yeah, and you have to credit Chabot's defense because they really did keep this team in the ballgame. But then after they've been out there for so long in the first half, you knew eventually there was just going to be some give there. As now it's officially the final score of our ball game, 59-6. So we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to our broadcasts all year long, and we'd like to thank you for being a part of this. And without you guys, none of this would be possible, of course. Go ahead and like this video, of course, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, NorCal Sports TV. Then hit that bell and get all of the updates and alerts on upcoming events on NorCal Sports TV. This is the final Chabot Gladiator football game of the season, but we do have basketball coming up later tonight, and we will have every home Chabot Gladiator basketball game the rest of the season. So we'd like to thank all my producers I've had all season, our cameramen upstairs, Avery and Xavier, for this game for sure. And thank you to my producer, Jeremy, and of course, he was my play-by-play guy, or my color guy today. As, you know, it's a tough way to go out for the end of the year, but it was a good fight, and it's a good, fun season. Hopefully we'll bounce back, and Chabot Hoops is going on the upward trend, so that'll be exciting to look. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's our final football broadcast of the season. We all like to remind you of the final score, 59-6, the number 1 team in all of the land. San Francisco wins it, as I am Dominic Carriel for the final time for Gladiator football, saying so long from Chabot College.